courses. So we're using one of their meditations this morning. It's 10 minutes. And I just think it's a great way to calm a busy mind. With the methodology that we use, so the coach's methodology, is really designed to engage the whole body. It's a whole-bodied approach, and it's a developmental approach. And what we mean by the whole body is that we want to engage not only the mind, but we want to engage the heart and the body. And sometimes we forget the body. Sometimes the body is the last the last part to get ignored. So with the mind, the cognitive, obviously that's where through coaching you start getting aware of your self-awareness, you challenge your beliefs and you explore new perspectives, so that's the mind. The heart is really about what you're feeling, how you're connecting. It's around empathy, it's around compassion, it's about building healthy relationships. So we like to work on that too through our coaching. And then lastly, the body. So change becomes sustainable when we use all three. They are all three intelligences. And it's sustainable when it's anchored in the body. So intellectual or cognitive and emotional insight won't shift long-held beliefs unless the body learns new memory, muscle memory, for how to act in the world. So change is anchored in the body through awareness of breath, of body language, of stance, of movement. And it's difficult when our minds are busy all day. It's difficult to try and get anchored in the body. And the reason why we want to get anchored in the body is we want to take ourselves outside of this busy mind that's going constantly with many distractions. We want to be able to take ourselves out of that and into the body. And the reason why we do that is because we want to slow down. It's a way of slowing down when things feel a little bit overwhelming. So slowing down, being present, and it really is a powerful tool. We can use our bodies in a powerful way to manage what's happening up here and to manage what's happening up in here. So when we engage our bodies in this mindful way, we're sending a message actually. Our bodies send a message to our brain that it's okay. We can slow down, regulate stress hormones, and gain clarity. So I thought I'd do that little bit of introduction before we start the meditation. And I'd just like you to just be. Just be relaxed. You can close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can just look forward, whatever is the easiest for you. But this is 10 minutes, and hope you enjoy.
Brilliant way to calm a busy mind. Put very calm. Hello and welcome to the Daily Insight. My name's Vidyamala, and today we're going to be focusing on how being aware of breathing in the body is a brilliant way to calm a busy mind. Put very simply, the way we're wired up as human beings, we can't be in the body aware of sensations of breathing or any other sensations in the body at exactly the same time as we're lost in an overactive mind. So coming back to breathing in the body is a very, very effective way of stilling the mind, of calming the mind. It's a little bit like an anchor. If you imagine that your mind is like a boat bobbing about on the surface of an ocean, and breathing in the body is like an anchor deep in the ocean that's holding the boat still. So to begin with, choosing your posture. You can do this meditation sitting, lying, standing, it's up to you. The main thing is to be as comfortable as possible and yet alert. So choosing your position quickly and beginning to settle. Seeing if you can allow your whole body to rest down onto the surface it's lying on or sitting on or standing on. Giving the whole weight of your body up to this mysterious force of gravity. Gravity is always pulling us downwards, and very often we fight it, we resist it. What's it like to settle down into it? Feeling into all the points of contact between your body.
Recording in progress.
The chair, the bed. And let's take some deeper breaths. Breathing into the whole body. And breathing out, allowing the out breath to flow all the way out, and as we breathe out, allowing our weight to settle down a little bit more. Do this a few times in your own way. Big breath in, big breath out. Making sure you allow the out breath to flow all the way out without inhibition. If we let the out breath go all the way out, the in breath will take care of itself. And very often when we're stressed, our minds are very busy, there's a very subtle kind of breath holding that goes on. We don't let go of the out-breath fully. So seeing what it's like to do that in this meditation. Letting the face be soft, particularly the eyes and the jaw, so the breath, the wind of the breath can flow freely through the back of the throat, letting the jaw hang loosely, lightly. And now let's guide our awareness down inside the body, dropping down inside the body and coming to rest in the whole chest area and the whole abdominal area. And tuning into the movements and sensations of breathing. There's an expansion phase on the in-breath and a subsiding phase on the out-breath. If it's helpful, you could put your hands on your belly and feel the movements. It's up to you. But seeing if you can allow your breathing to find its own natural rhythm. Every time your awareness bounces back into thinking, it might even feel like your awareness is shooting up into your head. Every time you notice this, then without any kind of judgment or thinking that you're doing it wrong, just noticing that, and then guiding your awareness back deep in the body, down into the anchor, over and over again. Now allowing our awareness to move through the body to come to rest in the back of the body. Often we think of breathing only happening in the front of the body, in the chest perhaps. But in fact the whole body is involved with breathing. The ribs are as much in the back of the body as the front, the lungs are as much in the back as the front. And there are movements right down into the lower back as we breathe. So let's rest right inside the whole back of the body and see what we can feel on the in-breath and on the out-breath. allowing breathing to fully inhabit the whole back of the body. If we've got any pain or discomfort, allowing it to be soothed by breathing. Allowing the whole back of the body to be rocked and massaged by all the movements of breathing. Back breathing is also naturally calming. It stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is to do with calm and ease. Just allowing calm to arise as we rest inside breathing, inside the whole back of the body. And now let's be aware of the whole torso, the volume of the torso as we breathe. The front, the sides, the back, the inside and the surface. Sense of the whole torso expanding a little bit in all directions on the in-breath, subsiding a little bit in all directions on the out-breath. Allowing the breathing to find its rhythm and then to rest, to settle inside that rhythm, moment by moment. And if your mind keeps shooting off into thinking, that's quite normal. Letting go of harsh judgments. But every time we notice that's happened, we have a choice. And we can choose to guide our awareness back inside the body, deep inside the body, inside breathing. Beginning to end this formal period of meditation. Moving the body a little bit, opening the eyes if they've been closed, stretching if we want to. But seeing if we can keep our breathing soft, deep in the body. And every time during the day that the mind gets agitated, we get lost in overactive thinking, remembering we have a choice and we can drop our awareness deep inside the body, inside breathing, inside the anchor, as a way of calming the busy mind at any time. And when we're ready, re-engaging with the activities of our day.
Right. How does everyone feel? Feel a bit more relaxed, I hope. Great. We've got 10 minutes before we start at 8:30.
Yes, yesterday, what was very profound for me was the session we had about the questions we were discussing in our groups, in our organizations. And for me, what stood out for me was the learning, because I'd been wondering, has learning been going on? I mean, have I changed? Have we changed? And for me, that really stood out as we had that discussion, because even the kind of things we talked about were not the things we talked about when we were here 6 months ago. So that self-awareness and that build of, there was an element of vulnerability, I would say, on a scale of 1 to 5, we were at perhaps 1 back in April, and now we were like, I think we are at 3. So for me, I think this is such a good practice, and it just needs to be part of our lives, and even just being here to do it, because I don't think we would do it as well if left on our own, So the program, I think, is just, it's deeply appreciated. Thank you.
I hear what he says, continue the practice. Because you didn't realize actually how far you've come. That's what I hear you say, from 1 you felt to now it's 3 and 3. The things that came out that you didn't think would come out from yesterday, in terms of your learning. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else like to share anything? Learning is as I said, to teach, it's really about expansion and contraction. So when you feel like you're expanding, you're feeling great, when you're contracting, so just be aware that it's normal. You can't get it in right all the time. But what you get to experience in this program is more self-awareness, and that's the start, a huge start.
For me, what I really resonate with yesterday was the fact that if we want to change, in the end, first, as much as it starts with you, you have to work with the people around you. And that we heard it from the beginning, the reason why we are in the, each organization have more than one person participating here, is the unity, is the collection. But also we heard it from the speech from Sarah, that individual organizations or individuals cannot really bring the change we want to see. Rather, if we unify, if we come collectively, we can really reach the girls or the people that we really intend to work.
Wonderful.
So the change has to be together as much as you have self-awareness, but the collectiveness is the strength. So that's my take.
Thank you. And what Glammy was saying was how important it is that change must come from within. And then when it's from within, you can extend that to the community and the organization. Is that me?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yesterday there has been a lot that we discussed, but one thing that resonated with me is when Sarah Ruto was talking and saying that I think it is important and we have power that we could accelerate to do what we intend to do. And again, that also tied into what Tasia said, is that I think once you work together, there's that power that you can change. So collective efforts makes change. And also we can use the power of our own knowledge and skills that we gathered throughout this 9 months to help us achieve what we really want to achieve. Thank you.
Okay. Yesterday, what stood out for me was learning harvesting, whereby we were able to reflect on few questions about teamwork, leadership, and how does that inform how we'll be moving forward. Thank you.
The learning harvesting. Is that what you said?
The what?
Did you mention the learning harvesting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that stood out to you. Yeah. Good. Was there anything specific in the learning harvesting that stood out?
Yeah, especially on the leadership, because we work with different people looking back at our organization. So we need to have those skills to lead the team. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm going to hand over to Christine and enjoy the rest of the day. Pass the mic.
Okay, thank you very much. That was very calming. I felt very calm and grounded. That was a nice intro. Thanks, Jules. I just want to request all those who came late and sat at the places they sat in yesterday to kindly move and sit at a different table with a different neighbor as we go through the day. You know, you have to be fair. There's a seat here. Kindly move, you know yourselves, so that we do it faster. And make sure a table just has 5 people. It helps with the order. Candy. I like the speed. So, there's a seat here. Candy, there's a seat behind there. That table is too full. Yeah. Nice. Lovely. Thank you for indulging systems. So yesterday we did completion and transformation action plans. Today we'll start with the ones who didn't present yesterday, and Sarah will take us through those, the transformational action plans. We'll start with Kimanya, Greek, and then Tenmet. Then we'll have a very nice session on wellness with the doctor. I'm really looking forward to that, because last time she did such good insights. You know, when you get the theory, it helps you with the practice. So it's not just wellness for wellness sake, and that burnout is real. So that's what we'll have after the break. Then Kimanya is giving us our energizer after break. Then we have learning buddies, website presentation. Joyce has some good announcements. We're looking forward to hearing about them. Then the learning buddies, the teams, the Enneagrams. We had a question on Enneagrams and your learning buddies. So after afternoon, we'll do that. And then Peter will take us through some reflections on how the program has been over the past and what have been the learnings, the lessons. And then we close, and then we dance in the evening. Are your dances ready? Nothing else matters today except the dance. Great. So let's get through the day and celebrate. Remember, we are still celebrating, so keep the positive energy going. And let's just jump into our transformational action plans with Sarah.
Okay, good morning, everyone. How are we? Calm, relaxed, ready for the day?